Total distance of 19.57 miles, a 20-mile sprint, and the pros and the amateurs are really people in their first year in this class of racing, whereas the professionals are listed as people who in actual fact have had an international license and raced in the class of riders for a number of years. So, all set for really exciting racing. The man in front there is number 17, Pete Wilde, the man who's leading the championship. And he is from Chesterfield in Derbyshire, 21 years of age, and he's got quite a lot of titles in the past few years. So, we're set, and we're off, and here they go. Fighting for position, and I think it's our friend number 4 is Red. Look at them, they're just jockeying for position as they come into Redgate, the first corner on the course. Number 5 it is, I think, who's just snatched the lead there, Kim Barker from Lincoln. And around they go. No slick tyres on these machines, of course. They're absolutely standard, but they still get over to a tremendous angle. Around Hollywood, down through Craner Curves to the old hairpin, in line astern now, but very, very close racing indeed. Down to the old hairpin, which they'll be going round at, I suppose, round about 70 miles an hour. Sweeping through there, and then the whole field safely through and under Starkey's Bridge, and the jockeying for position. As you can see, they're absolutely identical, these machines. No advantage to any of the riders. It's purely down to the riding skill of the riders as to who reaches the checkered flag first. And it's number 15 who shot into the lead there, Alex Bedford from Burton-on-Trent. And he's followed by number 5, who is Kim Barker. Around Coppice they go for the first time, and onto the fastest part of the straight now, and they really tuck down as far as they can, but in absolutely standard trim, these machines. And just look at them weaving from side to side as they come down towards the old hairpin, to the chicane, braking, changing down through the gears, and around they go. 15, the leader, followed by number 5, and number 4, Kevin Mitchell there from Preston, holding on to 4th place at the moment, and they really seem to go from side to side to get positions here.
Well, yes, this is the obviously the way they don't want to give away the advantage of slipstreaming, you know, which can be a real big advantage, so they weave down the straight to stop the rider behind gaining that advantage. But let's see that Kevin Mitchell, he's coming up there. He gave us a lot of excitement last time, you know. It seems that now he's cooled his riding style down.
So it's still number 15 in the lead, Alex Bedford, who started racing in 1977 but had to stop after 3 races after breaking his leg in a street accident. With the compensation, he bought a Honda, and he's now riding very well indeed. Up to McLean's corner they come now, the field, number 5, the second place man, still Kim Barker. 15, 5 and 17, Pete Wilde well up there, and number 4 and number 9 following them. Number 4, that's Kevin Mitchell, and number 9, Doug Taylor. But they're round Coppice now. Number 15 still leading, and not getting away perhaps as far as he would like, because they're very close racing. We expect. They're on the fastest part of the circuit now, and as Phil Reed said, possibly round about 105 miles an hour, and jockeying and changing positions, but it's still number 15 out in front, trying to outbreak each other as they come into the chicane. Number 17, I think Pete Wilde, has moved up into second place. 15 is still the leader though, Alex Bedford, and they're almost off the circuit as they come round there. And it is indeed Pete Wilde who's moved up into second place, ahead now of number 5, Kim Barker. Number 5, Kim Barker, in third place now with number 4, Kevin Mitchell from Preston, still holding on to his 4th place. And we've completed now 2 laps of the 10-lap race, around Craner Curves, down through Hollywood. And rather surprisingly, perhaps, that they are spread out as much as this in these early stages.
Well, it's nice in a way to see that they got out of the first lap from being bunched up, where it's a possible big potential danger that one rider would fall off and bring the others down. But it's nice to see them spread out a bit. I'm sure in the next 8 laps we'll see some excitement and a bit of passing. But if you notice that Kim Barker's machine looks very unstable in actual fact, he doesn't look happy at all.
That's very true. I think he's the gentleman there, number 5, who's using up the circuit and a little bit of grass as well. But Pete Wilde now with the leader in his sights. There's number 5, and it really is moving around on the track more than the other riders. Pete Wilde just has a look over his shoulder and sees the number 5 chasing him. But 15 is still out in front there. The leader, Alex Bedford. Number 17, Pete Wilde, holding on to second place into the chicane. The right-hander down to first gear and then clipping it over to the left and really squirting on every bit of power he can, crouching over the machine, and still leads at the end of lap number 3 with Pete Wild in second place. And Pete Wild, as I said, has finished second in each of the previous rounds, and that's the position he's holding there at the moment. An experienced rider, Pete Wild, usually goes well in these 250 and 350 British Championships, the ACU Star Series. Around Craner curves, down through Hollywood again now, and these two pulling out a little bit of a gap from the pursuers, but number 17